Namaste. What's going on, you guys? It's Meditation Monday. So, no matter where you are listening to this, I am actually playing my very own rain meditation. Hey, Jazzy. Hey, Latoya. Hey, Kimmy. So, this is actually my rain one that I created. I'm gonna put the link in the YouTube link in the description so that you guys can find it later. It's actually a meditation channel that I started myself, so that I can share my meditations and have a channel dedicated just for meditation. So it is in the description of this meditation. Should you want to listen to this on your own somewhere else? Hey Charles, hey Lenny, hey Mira, what is going on, you guys? How is your Monday? I know today is Labor Day. A lot of people are chilling. A lot of people are off. A lot of people are home, right? Hey Daisy. So a lot of people are just like doing their thing, barbecuing and stuff like that. Whatever you're doing, it's fine. Have fun and enjoy. Watch this later. If you don't have time to connect into it right now, if you don't have time to sit in meditation, that's fine. You can listen to it, or come back and do it later. I am streaming this on 4 different platforms right now, you guys. I'm on YouTube. I'm in the Soul Tribe. I'm on Divine Moon Goddess page on Facebook. And I'm on the Divine Moon Goddess Healers and Readings page on Facebook. So I'm streaming in 4 different places right now, which is pretty awesome. So no matter where you're watching it, it's for you. Whenever you watch it, you see it, do it. Okay. Off. Some people are working. Okay. I'm working, but I'm doing what I love. So for me, it's not really work, right? I'm just doing what I fucking love. So it's not really work. But we're going to get into some releasing today. So as always, I like to connect with you guys and kind of walk you through some techniques on how to release, how to meditate, how to breathe during meditation, right? Let me know if you guys can hear me okay, and can you hear the rain okay? Like I said, this is a meditation that I put together. It's a rain meditation. It's actually rain sounds. I captured my own rain from where I live. I have a bunch of rain videos because Florida always has rain. Like, when don't we have rain? But I have a lot of rain videos from Florida. All right, boo. Definitely come back and do this later. Today is going to be a pretty cool. I'm going to walk you through a release. We're going to use the rain to cleanse and release today. So I'm very excited about today's meditation. I'm excited to where Spirit is telling us to go today. And so we're going to use the rain to cleanse and wash away and release some shit today. So who's ready for that? Drop a comment and say what's up, that you're ready for that right now, right? So like I said, if you're behind the wheel or you're at work and you can't do the meditation right now, that's fine. Come back and do it later. But if you're at home, you're in a space that you can do it. You're in a space where you can sit or either lay down. Put some headphones on if you got too much going on in the background, because you really want to be able to zone into the meditation. You really want to be able to zone into my words. You want to let the rain take you away. So if you got too many people in the background, too much going on, pop some headphones on. But again, if you're driving, do not get into this. If you're driving, don't do it. If you're in bed, great, you're in bed. Or if you're sitting up like me, I'm sitting up. You can get an Indian style crisscross applesauce, however you fucking say it, right? And we're gonna do a quick. Lenny, you're walking. Okay, so it doesn't matter where you're at or what you're doing. We're gonna do a quick. We're gonna do a quick, like 15 minute, quick 15 minute. The idea is to show you guys that we don't need to do 45 minutes. I mean, it's great if you could do 45 minutes, but you can get a benefit at the 15-20 minute. All right, Peggy, you're parked good. 15-20 minute, get it in. Like 15-20 minute, get it in. 5 minute, get it in, right? All right. So I want you guys to get into that nice, comfortable position. That back is erect, right? Because we want to make sure our back is straight. Our crown is straight pointing up. That crown is hitting that, you know, creator energy, God energy, whatever energy you believe in, right? It's all about what you believe in. Going to the water to relax. Awesome. It's actually about to rain outside where I'm at, so I won't be outside. I was going to go to the park and do some walking, but the clouds have rolled in and the thunder and everything. So stay my little happy ass in the house because I don't fuck with the thunder and the lightning here. So make sure that you get into that nice, you know, nice poise. Don't be too like tense. Just relax yourself, right? Just get in that relaxed position. Um, no worries, Pam. Listen to it when you can, okay? I won't delete it, so it will be up on all the pages later, so you can watch it at any time. Every Monday I do this unless I take a day off, and I don't really take a lot of days off, right? So just know every Monday around 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm late. It's 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right now, so I'm a little late, but normally 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I do jump on here and do these with you, okay? So, all right, I want you guys to start to concentrate on your breathing first, okay? So now we're sitting up, we're connecting, we're kind of relaxing our body. And now I want you to focus on your breathing. So your breathing, you're going to take in through your nose and breathe all the way deep down into that chest space. Now, if you can push it down further, even better. But if you can't, that's good. And those of you with any lung issues, do not overexert yourself, okay? I don't want anyone who has lung issues, like, you know, passing out and going to the hospital because you're trying to take these deep breaths in. Breathe as best as you can if you have any type of lung issues, okay? Those of you who do not, you can breathe in through your nose all the way down to your chest space. You're going to hold it a couple of minutes, and then you're going to release out of your mouth. When you release it out of your mouth, you're going to use your stomach, your diaphragm, to push it up out of your mouth, right? Because you're going to be pushing that shit out, all right? So let's try it a couple times. So we're going to breathe in. You can really feel as you breathe in and take it all the way down and start to push it down. You can feel it filling up those lungs, filling up the heart space, filling up the body. And then when you release it out, you can feel like the decompression, the release of the energy. So we're going to breathe in through our nose. And each time that you breathe in, remember that you're breathing in that positive, beautiful energy, positive, happy energy. And when you breathe out, you're going to be pushing out all the worries, all the pain, all the trauma, all the fucking shit on your brain, right? So breathe in that positive, beautiful energy. And you're going to breathe out everything. In this moment, I just want you to be. I just want you to be. I just want you to be in your energy and be you. Right now, you're not anybody's mother. You're not anybody's father. You're not anybody's caretaker. You are just you and your energy, relaxing. Breathe in. Beautiful, beautiful. Breathe in through your nose. And release through your mouth. And you're going to make sure that every time you're breathing in, remember that positive energy, that beautiful, loving energy. And when you're breathing out, you're pushing out everything that you've been holding on to, everything that's been harming or hurting you, everything that you've been stressing on, everything that you've been worrying about. You're going to let all of that go as you're breathing out through your mouth, okay? You should start to feel lighter. You should start to feel better. But just keep, as I'm talking, I want you to keep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. So I want you guys to follow me. And we're going to go into this beautiful, beautiful forest where you see grass and you're putting your feet in the grass. And I know some of you are going to have a hard time putting your feet in this grass, but remember, it's clean, right? It's clean, it's soft, it feels good. I want you to look down at your feet, wiggle your toes. We're going to continue to walk in this beautiful forest, just allowing ourselves to start to connect with Mother Nature, feeling the energy of the ancestors around us, supporting us, guiding us. And we're going to continue to walk to this beautiful lake. And as we're by this beautiful lake, there's a waterfall. And you can hear it, right? Beautiful waterfall, just splashing water down. Beautiful blue, crystal clear lake. And as we're standing here, we notice that there's these dark clouds coming in, right? So we know that there's a storm. But we're still going to stand here by this beautiful crystal clear lake, allowing Mother Nature to comfort us. And as the clouds rumble and the rain starts to fall, I want each and every one of you to just stand there and allow the water to hit you, drop after drop. And as you're breathing in, you're just going to continue to breathe in that beautiful positive energy. And when you release, you're going to release those troubles, those worries, and allow the water to cleanse you. As you stand in that rain, imagine all of those worries, the trauma, the pain, the hurt, the abandonment, all of those things are seeping off of you like black tar. As the rain hits from Mother Nature and it cleanses you, you see it just seeping away, seeping away. Down it goes into the ground. And Mother Nature takes it away. We no longer need to worry about it. We no longer need to hold on to it. We no longer need to store it in our bodies. Breathe in. Just allow that water to flow on you. Don't worry about your hair being messed up. Don't worry about your clothes. Because in this moment, you are just being. You are just here in the moment, present, cleansing, releasing, and allowing the water to flow. Breathe in. You have carried this weight around for so long. And this moment, let it go. You don't need to keep holding on to this shit like a backpack of weights. Let it go. Breathe in. Now we're still standing there, and that water is fiercely hitting us, and all of our struggles are just falling off of us into the dirt, into the sand, into Mother Gaia. Feel your ancestors around you, supporting you, assisting you. Feel Mother Nature right underneath you, supporting you, assisting you. Breathe in. Now I want you guys, as the clouds roll away, because there's no more gray clouds, and the sky brightens and opens up, and the sun comes out, and now we have this beautiful yellow, bright, golden sun beaming on us. And I want you just to feel that warmth and connection from the sun energy. And I want you just to stand there for a moment and allow that beautiful sun to come over you. And as those rays of the sun start to beam over you, I want you to feel it as if it's purifying your energy. It's energizing your energy. It's flowing through you in a way where it's bringing vitality, confidence, optimism. You are now saying, I am, I can, I am doing, in those words that you're now in the present. Allow yourself to just sit and feel that beautiful warmth filling you up like an energizer boost. And as we dry it, it dries us also. Any remaining impurities that we have that we're holding on to, it's just sizzling it away because it no longer belongs to us. We no longer need to carry this, right? We said we're going to give it to the universe and allow the universe to take control of all of that shit. In this moment, we're just going to be in this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful scenery, in this beautiful, warm energy surrounding us, so comforting, so nurturing. We're safe, we're secure, our feet are planted on the ground, right? Breathe in. Breathe in again. And as you're sitting in this energy and hopefully you're feeling good, what is one thing you need to tell yourself today in this beautiful energy that we're sitting in? What is one thing that you need to hear today? Allow it to come from your ancestors. Allow it to come from your spirit guides. Maybe it will come from your higher self, or maybe it will come from Creator's energy. Wherever this message needs to come, what's the one thing that you need to hear right now? Go ahead and tell yourself that. Breathe in. And as you're sitting here, I just want you to just be in this energy, in this peace, in this moment. Just be. Allow yourself to be. Now, if you want to jump in that lake, or if you want to run around, go ahead. Do so. If you just want to stand here and embrace the sun, then do so. But I want you to focus on what's around you, what's right in front of you. Go back to the waterfall. Go back to the lake. Go back to the beautiful green trees that are around you. And just stand in awe, in appreciation of Mother Gaia, of creator energy that created all this shit, right? Breathe in. And I want you guys to say, I am doing the very best that I can today. And every day that I wake up, I will do the very best that I can that day. And I want you guys to forgive yourselves. Stop being overly critical. Life's too short. Be in this moment. Just feel it. Smile. How does it feel to just smile? That warm, beautiful sun beaming on us. Beautiful warmth. Connection with our ancestors. Just sending so much love around us. How does that feel? Amazing, right? Breathe in. Now, as we thank the creator energy and we thank Mother Gaia, thank our ancestors and all the people that support and love us each day, we're going to go ahead to come back to where we are in this present time in our 3D realities, right? And then you can start to open up your eyes, get back into where you're at. It might take some of you a little bit to kind of gain your focus of where you're at, and that's okay. I hope that you guys are feeling a little bit better. I hope that you guys got to release some stuff, right? Let me know in the comments how you guys are feeling, what you got out of, what you got out of it, what you saw. You know, anytime we're doing meditation, sometimes it can get hard to get into the mojo of it, right? Or get into the visualization part. It's like, I don't see no fucking trees, right? So just remember that no matter how you see it, no matter how it comes to look, I got the thunder coming in. No matter how you see it or visualize it, just take yourself to that place. Allow yourself to get back to that imagination, right? Because that's where we want to be. We want to be in that imaginative space, right? Awesome, awesome. I'm going to be working on some more and put them on my YouTube channel. The one that I was playing is pure rain music. There's no guided meditation to it. I am going to be working on some more guided meditations ones to put on the YouTube channel. So we'll just kind of see. The one that I was playing is in the description if you want to play that, try it later. Or you could rewatch this one later. It'll be on all the platforms so you can watch it later as well. Awesome, peaceful. I love anytime that, not anytime, but most of the time I love going to like the lake or a waterfall or like the beach or the ocean for me. Not everybody likes the water, but I love it. It's just something about the way that it touches my energy. It's just such a beautiful connection anyway. My lashes are my lashes. So I will tell you guys, I've been, if you see me post on my pages about my lashes, I've been using one of my good friends on here, her eyelash serum I've been using, and over the past month and a half. So my eyelashes have grown back. I actually have no mascara on my eyelashes today. And so in my eyebrows too, I've been using them on both to try to regrow them from all the damage, all the years of crazy eyebrow and eyelash damage, right? If you want more information, get in my inbox and I'll send you her information so you can reach out to her and get a bottle. Okay. The trees, right? Awesome, Regina. I love that. I love that. Just chilling in the grass. You know how, like, when you were little, right? You were little and you just like did give two shits. You'd lay in the grass, you'd lay in the mud, like you'd lay if it was raining outside. I remember playing in like the storm drains and shit when it was raining. We didn't give a shit about any of that. We were just like kids, just hanging out, right? And so, you know, try to use that imagination, that childish, not childish, but childlike state to create, right? And make these spaces of just harmony and peace, right? And so definitely, like I said, I love doing guided meditation. You always can book me for a one-on-one should you ever want to look into some things, meet your higher self, meet your spirit guides or your ancestors or angels. Definitely can guide you to those places as well as guiding you through a meditative state process. Okay. I know. I used to do all kind of shit. I was always outside. I was definitely an earth child, in the trees, in the grass, in the mud, in the water, just always outside. You know, we couldn't stay in the house anyway. Kids weren't in the house. You are so welcome. I know, right? I'm so glad you guys got something from this. This is the most important part, is especially anyone struggling with meditation, struggling how to get through meditation, or struggling on the concept of how to get that visualization going, right? I was the mud pie girl. I was always the mud pie girl. So I was constantly making mud pies they I think my mom and them had that nickname like Pigpen because I'd be full of fucking mud. Wasn't really dirty. Technically, I did have mud on me, but I wasn't really dirty, right? I just had mud. So I was definitely the mud girl. I was definitely the mud pie girl. Right, right, right. So, you know what, unfortunately, as parents, it is up to us to push our kids to know more than just technology. And so we fall flat on that. You know, we definitely have to be the ones that say, okay, enough with the tablet. Let's go outside. Let's go ride bikes. Let's go do this. You have to be that parent, because even though my daughter was born in the late 90s, we went outside. You know, she did stuff outside. It was not just technology. Even like my grandsons who were born in like 2012, around there. So even them, they can only do so much. And other than, it's like, go take your ass outside, you know, although you can't leave them outside, right? But it's like, let's go to a park, let's go do this. It's, you have to push them, you know, to go outside and not just be sitting in the house looking at TV or electronics. Right. You knew to have your ass inside before the sun set, right? Because that was a rule, but it didn't matter. But you couldn't leave out too early because, you know, we were up at like 7 a.m. shit. You know, those early morning fucking cartoons we used to be up watching on like Saturdays and stuff. But, you know, you couldn't go out too early, but then you couldn't be out past past a certain time at night. Your ass had to be in the house, right? The only time we got to get away with it is when my mom and them were partying, because then it was like, yeah, we got to slide because they would be busy drinking and shit, having fun. Yeah, and we drank out the water hose. There was no going in the house for water. Your ass would be you would just be dehydrated. So we always were drinking outside water from somewhere. Uh, oh, sounds awesome. The gardens, Sharon. I love that. Right, right. Yeah, yeah. It's one thing. I'm like, you know what? Once you get to 18, it's like if you want to do that shit professionally, you want to be a professional gamer, then get your game on. You know what I mean? Like get your game on and be very good at it. So you fucking making bank and nobody can say shit, right? Because there's a lot of people who make money gaming. But if you're just gonna be gaming and you ain't making no money doing it, then you need a job. You need a job too. Yeah, I mean, the world is a lot. I don't want to say it's crazier because if you look in the past, there's been some crazy times. I think that life just has gone through like there'll be this crazy moment and then it gets more nice and peaceful and then all of a sudden it breaks out again. Because if you look at some of these times, I mean, the Romans used to sit and watch gladiators fucking kill each other in a ring. Like that was their entertainment, okay? And the people that were gladiators were fucking slaves. They were captured and then forced to fucking fight in a ring. And the only way that they would fucking make it out is if they won. That was the entertainment. So it's not like the world is getting crazier. This fucking world has been crazy. I think we kind of attempt to make ourselves think that the world is not crazy. The other part is that the news and social media wasn't so wide. People didn't know what was going on everywhere. Now, because of social media, we can access everywhere all the time. So now we see more. Because when I was a kid, gangs were real. I'm from California, Southern California. You got shot for wearing the wrong fucking color on the wrong block. Didn't matter if you were in a gang or not. Like, I lived in areas where there was predominantly Crips. We did not wear red. You did not wear red. Okay. You did not wear burgundy. So it's not like that this shit just got crazy. No, this shit has been fucking crazy. I think we just tell ourselves that we don't realize that it's been like this. But when are we going to take a stand and start to change it? Because this shit has been like this. It just keeps going in these cycles. And we are like, oh my God, it's crazier now. It's just that we're seeing more of it. And the only reason why we're seeing it more is because of technology. Technology is supposed to say, hello, now that you guys see how crazy it has been out there, what are we going to do with that? Right? Right. And it's just one of those things. It's like, it's been like that. I'm sure Baltimore didn't start getting crazy now. That motherfucking place been Baltimore. It's been crazy. Ah, right. Now, of course, gangs have changed, right? So, of course, gangs have changed. I don't want to say gangs are the same, but I do remember, that it was a thing. Like the gangs from when probably in the 70s, of course, changed in the 80s. But each younger generation gets more colder and more colder. I will admit that. But no, body count for me, I don't feel like it's changed. I feel like the body count is crazy the same. Like I said, there were so many people getting dropped. And then like if you lived in LA or you lived on that side, it was always the war between blacks and Hispanics. You got people getting killed all the time. That shit was crazy in the 80s and the 90s. I was pretty much raised in the San Bernardino area, so San Bernardino and Highland. Um, we never really went to LA. We did sometimes, but not really. I don't think so, Mandy. I don't know. I like maybe in Baltimore, but I'm gonna have to say in Cali, no, boo, that shit ain't that different. Them murders is still up there because that gang war shit was a thing. Like we really could not wear certain colors and people got killed for that, like just off of fucking a t-shirt and shit. We're just because of the phones, we're able to see everywhere now, but this shit has been crazy. She said we tip cows. You tip cows up the state. My dad was raised in the my dad is from the Bronx and he's passed on now, but my dad grew up in some harsh shit too. My dad grew up in some very harsh shit. Like, I mean, them gangs from back then. That's what I'm just saying. Like, times ain't really changed. It just is the next generation takes over the bullshit. It's not that times have changed and it's gotten worse. It's just that the next generation takes it on. Unfortunately, the generation that was born at the end of the 90s started to assume that it was cool to be a thug. Like, everybody thought it was cool to be gangster. And us who came from the hood was like, we're trying to get away from this shit. Nobody thinks this shit is cool. Like, nobody fucking thinks this shit is cool. And that generation, like suburbia and everywhere else, because of cell phones now, was like everything was cool to be, you know, a thug. Everything was cool to be a hustler and all this other bullshit. And so the fad, you know, has taken over, where everybody, you know, every generation coming up, no matter where they're at, no matter what their parents make, think it's okay, think it's cool. And if you looked a certain way, you actually were from a gang. You actually were from that particular city or that state, right? Exactly. These, you know, but it stems from the parents, though. A lot of parents don't instill teaching about their ancestors, teaching about what their ancestors went through. Like, we wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for our ancestors, right? We wouldn't even be here in these bodies if it wasn't for our ancestors' struggle and everything that they went through and the lives that were lost during the struggle, you know? Right. You know, little kids were getting killed when I was little too. Drive-by shootings were a thing when I was little. You know, drive-by shootings were so common when I was a kid that we just knew to, you know what I mean, to jump on the floor and then we'd go back to playing. Like, it was common. So for me, I'm like, no, it hasn't changed. It's just the new generation took over and everybody has a gun. Like, everybody's like, I'll shoot you first. And nobody wants to fight. It's like, what happened to fighting? What happened to just get your ass whooped? You got your ass whooped, deal with it. Like, what happened to that? Like, why did it go from, you know, like, now I got to shoot you and kill you because I lost the fight? Like, I don't get that shit. I don't understand that. Yeah, I think just technology allows you to see what's going on. So if you lived somewhere you never knew how crazy it was, now you see how crazy it is in that city. New York City been crazy forever. You ever see, even from back in the fucking colonial days, you know what I mean? Like, they've always had some crazy shit going on. They've had millions of people living up underneath each other in that fucking city. That city's been crazy since the beginning. Right. You know what, Lena, I was a baby who had a baby. I still have more sense than half of these motherfuckers out here, though. Because even me, as someone who was born in we were in some shitty and poor ass fucking neighborhoods, some ghettos, right? When I got pregnant as a kid, I did everything that I could, even though I was a kid, to get the fuck out of that shit. Because I did not want my child to be raised on a street that I had to duck and cover, or that there was going to be a fucking shootout, you know? Like, when I was little, you know, I remember, like, it was very common to go to my bedroom window, look out, and somebody's getting jumped. It's a big ass fucking fight. Motherfuckers is getting jumped out there, just watching it. That was normal. You know, it was normal to go to my back window and see some motherfucker got hit by a car. You know, it's just, that was normal. Got ran over by somebody else because of a fight. It was like normal shit. You know, so it's like, for me, I'm like, yeah, no, this shit is just, it's just the next generations have took it on, and they really don't give a fuck, right? Yeah, I think everyone's ready to just that power of the gun, you know, like, oh, everyone's about shooting this and shooting that, and all these fucking songs, of course, that are all about blah, blah, blah. And it's just kind of like, just take the ass whooping, like, just swallow your pride, just take the ass whooping. There's been fights I've lost in my life. Okay. Like, doesn't make me a less of a person, right? Let your ego go, because it's your ego. Your ego is the one that, like, oh, I got my ass beat. Now I got to come back and retaliate. Why? You got your ass beat. So what? Maybe you shouldn't have been talking shit. I don't know. But there are more, I would say, because of the way technology is, and because our kids are seeing how graphic the world is, it's desensitizing them. So they're not as shocked when someone's getting stomped out in front of them. And I'm telling you, I came from a place where it was normal. So it was normal to see someone getting stomped out. I didn't flinch. It was just like, damn, that's fucked up, because that shit was normal. But now that you have technology, it's not just the people in the hood, it's everybody who's getting desensitized. So people are just like, all right, that's happening, I'm gonna keep on my day. The compassion is leaving. That, damn, you know, everyone's like, oh, that's not my business, that ain't got shit to do with me. You know, I remember being like 8, remember seeing prostitutes getting beat up on the street. Like, that was normal, you know. It's just the way that we do. We either have the voice to say what we were trying to teach and instill in our kids, or we just allow it to keep going the way that it is. And I think that's where we, as the generations coming up, have to say enough is enough. We have to kind of say, okay, where do we go? How do we teach our lineage to be better individuals, to be more compassionate, more understanding, to be more centered? How do we teach them what we weren't taught? That's where we have to change it. But so many people are just like, they don't give a fuck. So many people just don't give two shits about the next person. Everyone is like us and ours until it's your family going through it. Then you want to speak up. Then you want to fight. Then you want to, you know, say something. And I think that's the biggest problem with communities in a whole. Right. Right, right. You know, we all kind of say, well, I can't change the world, right? But all of our actions are like that ripple effect. You know what I mean? Out into the world. What we do, what our kids see us do, how they look up to us and how we react in this life. Now, of course, we don't want our family to get hurt trying to save someone, but if we all just turn our heads and look the other way because it's not our family, then where does that leave us as a community and as a world, you know? True shit, Regina. Oh, yeah. I think a lot of people were blind to the world, but now you can't be, because social media is all out there. If you're not watching what your kids are looking at on Instagram, TikTok, and all of that, you have no idea what your kids are fucking watching. So if you're not one of those moms or fathers that are really on top of what your kids are looking at, your kids are watching people getting murdered. Your kids are watching people doing crazy shit. Your kids are watching people getting stomped the fuck out. It's triggering anxiety inside them of what they're viewing on these fucking platforms. If you're not tailoring what your kids are viewing, they are becoming like it's okay, right? And they're watching this constantly all day long. So you really have to be on it as parents to say, no, we're going to change this. But most people just hand the phones and the tablets to their kids and they're like, yeah, go watch it. Get out of my room, get out of my way, get out of my hair. I need my peace. And nobody wants to be bothered with the fucking kids, right? I mean, at least our parents were like, take your ass outside. They didn't want to be bothered with us either, but they made us go outside. So we had to go outside and, you know, fucking do some dumb shit outside. Right, right. You know what? It's crazy because I thought TikTok was a bunch of teenagers. Like, real shit, you guys. I thought TikTok was a bunch of teenagers. And then I realized that no, it's a bunch of grown ass motherfuckers who act like kids on TikTok. And I was like, what the hell? What the hell is this? I thought it was like Vine. You guys remember Vine while all the kids were on Vine making all these fucking videos? That's what I thought it was, just another Vine. But it's actually worse than that. Like, people play a bunch of crazy shit on there. You know what made me realize is I have my teen nieces and they were on their IG. I think one of them had showed me, like, somebody had actually, this kid had, and I know you guys have all heard the story. It was this kid who got like brutally murdered in New York. It was all over like the video camera, how he was dragged out the store, and poor mom, the fucking case is still going on. The poor mom, they're still doing the fucking case to this day, which has been like a year or two. I think it's been probably a little bit longer than that, but my nieces were watching, and the video of this boy bleeding out was going through all the social media. Like, it was fucking like a song. And it was sad at how many people were just watching this fucking video of this kid bleed out, and they were just sharing it all the fuck over on social media. And it's just kind of like, that's where it's sad. That's where I feel like it's sad. Like, when do we kind of say enough is enough in that part? Like, how is that okay? That's the crazy shit, you know? And I just remember seeing my niece, like, oh, in her face, and like, because it was so fucked up and horrifying of what she was seeing. But I was like, this is what they're introduced every day. Every day going down their timeline, there's all this crazy murder, death, and shit, you know? It's not like watching a horror movie. You know, we watched the horror movies and shit when we were younger, but it's not like that. It's different. This is real life. You know, they're really seeing this shit, not the enactment of it, right? Right. You have to put your foot down. Not to say that their friends aren't going to show them some bullshit on their phones. Not to say that their friends aren't going to, you know, show them shit regardless, you know, because I remember some incidents when my daughter was little, like, what the fuck is wrong with your friend? You know, but she had the sense to come and tell me shit. You know, she had that sense to come and talk to me about stuff. Yeah, you gotta do the phone check. Right. It was, you know, and it's things like that that's all the time, though. That's just one incident. But these kids see so much. So you really, really, really have to say, what are we allowing them to see? What are we pre-programming inside of our children? We're pre-programming that it's okay to watch this. It's okay to see this person hurting and suffering. It's okay. It's just a part of life. And yes, shit happens, but if all of the generations coming up don't give two shits, how's the world going to be in another couple of generations, another couple of decades, right? Yeah, the schools don't make it better. Half the teachers don't even want to fucking be there. It's ridiculous. It's pretty sad. Just like, you know, you guys see the teachers, and no judgment, but some of these teachers be dressing like they go into the club. I'm like, these are elementary school kids. Why is the teacher dressing like that? I don't remember any cute teachers. I'm sorry. I didn't have a crush on nobody. I don't remember having a crush on any of my fucking teachers. They were old. That's cute. They were fucking old. The original Peloton bike offers more motivation. All right, you guys, I'm gonna jump off here, but hopefully you got something from the talk and the meditation. My grandsons made me some cookies. They're so cute. I gotta take a look at them. But as always, you guys, sending you some love and light. If you didn't do the meditation, go back to the beginning, do the meditation, get some. You want a cookie, girl? Here. Although my grandson might get mad, so no. Let me eat his cookies that he made for me. All right. Love you guys. See you later. I'll be live later somewhere. I don't really know where, but later on sometime. All right, you guys, have the good rest of your holiday. If you're out there chilling and relaxing, go eat some barbecue for me, and love and light.